Right, I've got another battle here, and I've actually transferred my platinum Pokemon over, so I have a lot more variety of what I can actually use competitively. So that's quite good. I just used the team that was already in my DS's team, so this team works quite well. I just think everyone there, apart from Lantern, had a nickname, but maybe they censored them. I can maybe understand Lopani because its name was like Hentai, so yeah, if you know what that means, you'll know why that gets censored, and I wouldn't recommend searching what it is anyway if you don't know what it means. And but like the Mismagius is called Stitch, and what was the other one? Porygon 2 is called Duckzilla, so I don't really see what would be wrong with them. There's Gashadon and Leafeon don't have their names, but honestly can't even remember the reason I'm behind those names. But yeah, I just decided to go with the Lantern because they have a Kyogre, so why not? My fish may be smaller, but my fish packs more of a punch than your giant fish whale thing. And I just took Leafeon and Mismagius for good measures. So I'm thinking, they may switch out here, obviously electric attack. If they know anything about Lantern, they know I've got Volt Guard, so they can't go for the Thunder. So they go for the Ice Beam, which is not very effective and does hardly anything at all because Lantern can sponge attacks all day long, particularly ones that it resists. But yeah, I was thinking they may switch out, so it's like, go for the Confusion. If they don't go out, I at least get confused with Kyogre and yeah, a little bit more damage, I guess. Um, but yeah, I was thinking I could go for the discharge, or I could go for the surf if they decide to switch. I can maybe hurt something that resists electric and can't take a surf back. Honestly, I think the only two things I think they have on their team was the Roserade, which yeah, it resists the surf and it resists electric attack. But the Rhydon's immune to electric attack, but it wouldn't take a surf well. I don't know why you would want to switch a Rhydon next to it. But whatever, go for the surf and it does a pathetic amount of damage even though it's in the ring. But it's understandable, this Lantern is meant to be more bulk than attack. Like practically all my Pokemon, this Leafeon in my team is like a rare thing for me to have that is somewhat frail. I think it's like max attack, max speed, 4 HP in EVs, and it's like, wow, it's actually not incredibly bulky, even though Leafeon does have good base defense anyway. So that works quite well. But yeah, I think screw it, I'm not going to try and keep predicting switches that aren't going to happen. I should have done this in the first place. I'm going to discharge, they hurt themselves in fusion, and I get a good amount of damage. But this Kyogre is really annoyingly bulky. Or Lantern's just really weak. I know Kyogre has really good base stats in general, but I thought I could maybe like 2-hit KO it with discharge. And I guess discharge is a weaker attack. If I had Thunderbolt, it would be a lot better, or even if I had Thunder. But I wouldn't really run Thunder and Lantern unless it was specifically there for a rain dance team, because I don't enjoy the accuracy of Thunder, to be honest. Don't like it at all. But you can tell with the Sam running, perhaps you might not be able to, with discharge's higher chance of paralysing the foe and having Confused Ray, I think there's like a 60% chance if you have them paralysed and confused that they'll either paralyse themselves or they'll hurt themselves in confusion, which is kind of a bit of a cheap tactic, but at least they can actually get out of it with that small 30%, so that's still quite good. But they rest up here, but it's kind of like a wasted effort. It's a 3-hit KO with a discharge, and they have 2 turns of sleep to go now, so my 2 discharges will heal it, and the chance they don't is you could rest up again, I guess, but that's really just going to try and stall out my discharges, which is really just pointless because Lantern is able to handle this Kyogre better than it can handle me at the moment, I guess. It would actually probably maybe be better if they went for the water attack. I'm presuming they've got Thunder, Ice Beam, Rest, and the water attack, either Water Spout, which I guess is not, if it's at this kind of low HP, it's not going to be useful, but they could have some like Surf or Hydro Pump, which will be a bit more useful, especially in the rain and the stab boost compared to Ice Beam being unstabbed and unboosted at all in the rain. Even though Ice Beam isn't even boosted in any weather or lowered, even in hail, it's just useless. Hail's kind of like the most useless weather. I know hail does have its uses, it's just the fact it doesn't really boost anything or that. Like rain could help a lot, sun can help a lot in specific abilities and whatnot. Sandstorm like boosts Brock's special defense, Hail just torch everything, gives Blizzard 100%, and I guess it does have a few abilities, but nothing like Swift Swim or Curveball or the new like Gen 5 abilities that are equivalent of Swift Swim. You just get like your Sand Veil, similar Snowcloak kind of attacks, and that's it really. Oh yeah, Zapdos came in, I forgot about that, and I go for the Ice Beam, which is going to be a 2-hit KO on that. Zapdos generally won't have too much to hit Lantern with apart from Hidden Power Grass or the potential Ground, but I don't think its move pool is really that big enough to really be able to do much to Lantern. So I'm just got to go for another Ice Beam to try and get rid of the Zapdos, because I know Jalpec won't do much, and Lanturn is just laughing all day at this guy's team because he can't really do that much to Lanturn, as he didn't really have that many attacks to do it. He probably should have brought his Rosy Raid, I don't know why, but whatever. I don't see why he brought Rhydon in. I don't really understand why, because obviously I went for the Ice Attack last time. Rhydon's weak to that, so why would he do that? Why didn't he just bring Rhydon in and hope she could live an attack or something and then Earthquake me or something? Why would you switch it in onto an attack and then hopefully you could outspeed and live that attack next turn, which I don't think it would have done. But yeah. Also, I know Zapdos, I'll probably say like out of the Legendary Bird trio, and it's probably like my second favorite or second least favorite. On a very random note, I really dislike Moltres in terms of design. It's like meh. I really love Articuno, even though it's hard to use in terms of like bit of battling because Stealth Rock completely destroying it. But yeah, it works. And would you know they disconnected their Rage Quit? They couldn't handle the fact that they had to just switch Zapdos and let it die or run. They had to disconnect. But like, I hate people who do that. It's like, what's the point? It's not even like do you even have a win-loss record on this? I don't know, maybe they just want to have the perfect win-loss record ever. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Comment, rate, subscribe.